All right, good evening and welcome to the Palm Springs Unified School District regular meeting of the Board of Education. Today is Tuesday, April 18th, 2023. I will now call the meeting to order, and can we get a roll call, please?
Board Member Durrell? Here. Board Member Irvin?
Here.
Board Member Cornett?
Here.
Board Clerk Espericueta?
Here.
Board President Girardi?
Here.
And we have Student Board Member Manjares?
Here.
And Student Board Member Young.
Here.
Okay, would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? That's going to be led by our Student Board Member, Anjali Manjares. To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Would you please be seated? Next up will be the reading of our mission statement by our Student Board Member, Mariah Young.
All members of Palm Springs Unified School District are united in our commitment to equity. We create deep, meaningful learning opportunities, build professionalism, and engage students and community to ensure success for all our students. All students graduate with the skills, capacities, and confidence needed to succeed in a rapidly changing world.
Thank you, Mariah. Item 7 is report of closed session actions. Clerk Espericueta, are there any closed session actions to report?
Yes, President Girardi, we had one. In closed session, the board took action to authorize the administration to issue a 30-day notice of dismissal to certificate employee number 183107 in accordance with Education Code Section 44934 and directed the assistant as superintendent and human resource or designee to send out appropriate legal notice. The roll call vote was by unanimous vote.
Thank you very much. Item 8 is approval of the agenda. Unless anybody has any modifications, can we get a motion to approve the agenda, please?
Move for approval.
We have a motion. How about a second?
Sec.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
That motion passes. Thank you. Next up is our student board member reports. And I believe the first one is going to be presented by our Palm Springs High School student board member, Anjali Manjares.
Good evening to the board and superintendent. This will be my update for April 2023. This will be my final report on Palm Springs High School this year. First, I would like to say thank you for my time as a student board representative, and we have elected our Palm Springs High School student board member for next year, Luke Calderon, and I would like to thank you guys for the opportunity and the support. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Palm Springs performed our 7 shows of Legally Blonde the musical in the Richards Center for the Arts. The musical featured a lot of acts from the arts and was featured in the Palm Springs Post. This was a collaborative show between the theater department, choir, dance, band, and our film pathway. Palm Springs High School hosted a fundraiser at the Firebirds games this past 2 weekends ago. Dance team welcomed the guests to the arena, dancing them in, and then choirs madrigals performed the national anthem on the ice as our film pathway students shouted the team photographer. We had our Backwards Week rally that was hosted on March 27th. Our teachers emceed the rally and also had teachers perform with our cheer team. During the Backwards Rally Week, our ASB hosted our Buff Ball and Powder Puff games. Our Palm Academy competes in HOSTA with our winner, Julian Abrelli, who is a junior at our school, who won our HOSTA Happenings, which is the only qualifying student from our group to attend the ILC in Dallas, Texas, June 21st to 24th. Our students competed in a medical terminology, CPR, and first aid, sports medicine, and EMT in the state competition in Sacramento, California. Our film pathway competed in Skills USA. Our film program is the only video news production teams to place in their competition in the entire Coachella Valley at regionals this last winter. Film placed bronze at the state competition and were third best broadcast team in the state of California, which I think is a very good accomplishment. One of our students won $180,000 scholarship. Our student Celesco Shield won a $180 scholarship from the ROTC scholarship from the United States Marine Corps. We would like to give a huge shout out to our sponsors and our donors and the community members for our support. Our testing is here, our AP testing, CAST testing, and our CAASPP testing will take place over the next couple of months. This is a busy time for our students. LPAC testing is being completed. PSHS is prioritizing our academic fitness. Our spring dance show that the Palm Springs High School Dance Company will be hosting will be featured on May 12th. The showcase includes performances from all levels of dance at Palm Springs High School. For more information, you can find it at www.pshsdance.com. Our Palm Springs High School and DHS-HS are hosting the PSUSD second annual District Secondary Film on May 5th in the Richard Center for the Arts. This year, we are highlighting circular and digital arts videos from 3 high schools and 3 middle schools. More information will be at the link down below. And then to wrap it all up, we have our senior events coming up, such as prom on May 13th, grad night on June 2nd, our senior sunrise later in the year, our scholarship night, our senior brunch, and our graduation on June 6th. And for more information, palmspringshighschoolseniors.com. And then I'd like to thank you guys, and thank you.
Thank you, Angeli. Next up will be Mariah Young, please.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mariah Young. I'm the student board representative for Mount San Jacinto Alternative High Schools, located in Cathedral City, as well as our Desert Hot Spring campus of Edward Winslow. And for today's last student board meeting, I will be going through March and all the way to May. So starting off with graduates, on our continuation campuses of MSJ, we provide the ability to graduate early when all credits have been met. We would like to congratulate our quarter 3 early graduates for their academic achievement. For St. Patrick's Day, in celebration of St. Patrick's Day, students and staff dressed out in green festive colors, while we had an on-campus leprechaun walk around and give candy to others participating. Field Day for March 31st, students from both Cathedral City and DHS campuses spent the day partaking in fun activities, playing games, and eating food in celebration of being awarded a Model Continuation School for California. Big thanks to our students and staff for their hard work and dedication to students' continued education. Our 2023 softball season has just begun. Both our boys and girls have started playing games. Our Desert Hot Springs campus of Edward Winslow boys team has been playing undefeated so far. So some upcoming events, we have students from both DHS and Cathedral City campuses will receive awards for their hard work and dedication towards their education, which is like a monthly award. 4 students from MSJ, including myself, were selected to be part of a Young Artist exhibit at the Artist Center of the Gallon in Palm Springs off El Paseo. So April 29th, students will be awarded for the recognition of the arts. And May 17th, the Third Eye Literary Journal will stage a reading to present Volume 2 of their journals, reading students writing art, poetry, and expressing themselves from the inside out. Oops. So I just wanted to be known that both MSJ campuses have seen their largest student enrollment in many years, and we are at full capacity. And thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, Mariah. I gotta say, I didn't realize that this was your guys' last meeting. I'm a little sad. So it's been a real pleasure working with you guys. Maybe we can get everybody together at the end of the year and have a lunch or something. All right, next up is going to be item 10. We're going to have some special recognitions. So why don't we go on down and do that, okay?
You're just going to announce them.
Okay.
So there's a little script in January, and this is the first place winner, and this is the second place winner. And they release their
How do you pronounce that?
Kamaya Martinez.
Okay. I don't do the first one then. Okay, first up on January 20th, 2023, 21 student spellers from the district's 16 elementary schools and 5 middle schools met to determine the 2023 Spelling Bee champion. So let's congratulate our first place winner, Sandra Villa. Come on up, Sandra. Okay. And the runner-up and second place winner is Kamaya Martinez. Is Kamaya here? She is not. Okay, thank you. You want to take a picture with us? She okay? We don't have to. Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Thank you, absolutely. Thank you.
Do you have the list? Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. She's got it. Okay. That's okay. Okay, next up, the governing board wishes to recognize and commend the following participants and gold medal winners of the 2023 Riverside County Inland Science and Engineering Fair. So we have a great list of scholars to bring up, and maybe if we just hold our applause till everyone comes up, that would be great, even though you can shout for your school, right? So first is Abriana Abayascara. Abriana. And then Liliana Abayasekara. And Addison Bellu. Come on up over here. Come on over here. You want to start the line, the conga line, right here. All right. Addison Emmanuel Borges. Emmanuel. Yes. Anas Chadri or Chadri. Yes. Anas? No? No, not here. Giselle Siervo. Giselle. Good job, Giselle. Come on up. Christian Cordova. Christian's here. Sabrina Garcia. Yay, Sabrina. Grace Gorzen. Grace? Yes, she's here. Camille Gould. Is she here? Camille, come on up. Come on down. Come on over. Come over, Kim. Come over. Eli Guzman Sowell? Eli? No? How about Yagnesh Kaushai? No? And Nolan Betty Lopez. Nolan. Yay, Nolan. And then Mia Lupercerio. Mia. Azelia Manco. Azelia. Not yet. Etanio Martinez. Etanio. All right. Alexandra Miramontes. Yeah, Alexandra. Isaac Skinner. Come on down. Move on down by us. Come on over. And then Eva Tiger. Is Eva here? All right. Isabella Trinidad. Isabella. All right. And then Clover Valverde. Is Clover here? How about Quincy Valverde? And Marlene Zepeda. Is Marlene here? Did I miss anyone? I hope not. These are our Palm Springs Unified, Riverside County, Inland Empire Science Engineering Gold Medal winners. Woo! Yes!
What is? Shamola Hoy, can you come on up? Outstanding young individual who's graduating from Palm Springs High School a year early, but not only one, but 2 Associates of Art degree from the College of the Desert. Wow. She has an unwavering commitment to academic excellence, and her tireless work ethic has also earned her the distinction of being a College Board AP Scholar. Wow. Tonight, we want to celebrate and recognize you as a distinguished early graduate who has earned 2 AA degrees and is an AP Scholar. We proudly present you with this certificate that reads, "The Governing Board of Palm Springs Unified School District Educational Services and the administration and staff of Palm Springs High School wish to recognize and commend you for your outstanding academic achievement." Wow, congratulations.
Ms. Jones is going to want to take a picture.
Yes, I do. Well, thank you. It is an absolute honor to be standing in front of the entire PSUSD family I am so proud to be a part of. Tonight, there's certainly a lot that I could say about the journey I have been on to get to where I am today. But tonight especially, I would like to acknowledge the role of community support in helping me realize this accomplishment. Okay. Do I just start over? Okay. All right. Okay. So as I was saying, it is truly, I'm just going to restart because, yeah. It is an absolute honor. Hello? Hello? Okay. It is an absolute honor to be standing in front of this entire PSUSD family I am so proud to be a part of. There is certainly a lot that I could say about the journey it has taken for me to get to where I am today. But tonight especially, I would like to acknowledge the importance of community support in helping me realize this accomplishment. I truly believe this accomplishment wouldn't be mine without the support that I have received from everyone, especially in my school community. I have a few people that I would especially like to thank, which are as follows. Mr. Avinia, who was the first person I told about my plans and who has believed in me from the start. Miss Engels, my lovely counselor, for always opening her door to me and for watching me grow throughout the year. Our college and career counselor, Miss Song, for her endless patience and support as I went through the tedious and long process of applying to colleges and scholarships. Our school principal, Mr. Ventura, for giving me the approval to go forward with this plan and for supporting my vision every step of the way. And I would also like to give a shout out to one of my closest friends, Adriana, who happens to be in the crowd today unexpectedly. She is truly one of my greatest supporters and one of my best friends throughout high school. And I'm like so thrilled that you're here because I wasn't expecting it at all. When I first set an aim to graduate high school with an associate's degree, I never even thought, not even realizing it, that I would go on to obtain 2 within the span of 3 years. I honestly feared that some people would undermine my ability to achieve something that has never been done before and question whether I could achieve such a thing. But as I started telling more and more people about my plan, I was met with endless support and guidance and constant encouragement, all of which has further empowered my vision and has allowed me to feel more confident in my decision because I felt as though I never had to prove anything to anyone except myself. This accomplishment is only possible through everyone who has ever believed in me and continues to believe in me, especially my family, my parents and my grandparents who are also with us here today. Without their sacrifices and unconditional support, I wouldn't be standing here today. Everything that I do is in honor of all of the sacrifices that have been made on my behalf so that I can have the opportunity to pursue all of my dreams and go after all of my ambitions, just like I did with this one. Thank you.
So, Mariah's going to do one. Yeah. You want me to call him up here?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Go ahead. Just say, can we get Jose Medina up here?
Can we get Jose Medina up here for your Employee of the Month award?
Congratulations, Jose.
So, Jose Medina, Jose Medina is a veteran employee for the district. He came to Rancho Mirage Elementary from another site. Mr. Medina has dramatically impacted our facility in a positive way. He is an individual who takes pride in his job, and his attention to detail is truly amazing. Jose takes pride in keeping the face of the school clean and presentable. Mr. Medina builds strong, positive relationships with everyone on campus, including our students and families. Mr. Medina is an individual who approaches every day and each and every day with a positive attitude and outstanding work ethic. We are also very lucky to have Jose as part of our family here at Rancho Mirage Elementary. Mr. Medina, on behalf of the students and staff of Rancho Mirage Elementary School, members of the governing board and administration, it is a pleasure to present you with this plaque of recognition as Classified Employee of the Month for April of 2023.
Is there anything to say or recognize in the audience?
And is there anything you would like to say to the audience or anyone you'd like to recognize?
No, just thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Good job. Good job.
Can I please call up Mr. Neil Johnson? Woohoo! Yay! Yay! Mr. Neil Johnson is an outstanding PE teacher here at Rancho Mirage Elementary School. Hello? Sorry. Mr. Johnson provides a quality, positive, and inclusive learning environment for all students every day. He is a master of building strong, long-lasting relationships with his colleagues, his students, and parents. He demonstrates an amazing ability to be an effective leader for his department. Mr. Johnson inspires students to enjoy physical fitness. He is unselfish with his time and runs several after-school groups that pique the interest of many students. We are very lucky to have Mr. Johnson as our lone PE teacher at Rancho Mirage Elementary School. Mr. Johnson, on behalf of the students and staff at Rancho Mirage Elementary School, members of the governing board and administration, it is a pleasure to present you with this plaque of recognition as Certified Employee of the Month for April 2023. Yay! Is there anyone you'd like to recognize?
Thank you. It's very humbling to receive this. I've been in the district for 25 years, worked with a lot of amazing people who have inspired me and guided me, and I want to thank them. Several of them are right here. I have a lot of people to thank, and I couldn't do what I do without support and guidance from Palm Springs Unified Family. Thank you.
Thank you.
We got a couple of videos that our student interns made.
Hello, my name is Shane Hagar. I'm the principal of Rancho Mirage Elementary, and I wanted to let you know that I have nominated our amazing PE teacher, Mr. Neil Johnson, for Certificated Employee of the Month. Mr. Johnson does such an amazing job with our students each and every day. He is our sole PE teacher, and the opportunities for learning that he offers students each and every day is truly amazing. And one thing that I can say that is exceptional about Neil is not just the opportunities he offers for students, but his ability to weave in real life learning lessons to help our students grow and become even better people. And for that reason, I am more than happy to nominate Mr. Neil Johnson for Employee of the Month. Hi there, I'm Shane Hagar. I'm the principal of Rancho Mirage Elementary School, and I have nominated Jose Medina, our custodian, as Classified Employee of the Month. I can tell you, Jose is just an amazing person. From the minute he walked on our campus, he understood that we have high expectations here, and he's actually taken those expectations to a whole other level. He isn't just an amazing workhorse. He actually is someone that connects well with students, with staff, with parents. Like I said, from the very beginning, he just kind of fit in to be part of our Rancho Mirage family, and he is so well deserving of this award, and I can't even think of anybody who is more deserving than Jose.
Well, congratulations to all our recipients this evening. Next item is public comments. Clerk Esperacueta, have we received any email comments?
President Girardi, we have, we did not receive any electronic comment this night.
All right, thank you. Next would be in-person comments. I do have a couple of speaker cards. I just want to remind everybody that all comments are to be directed to the board, be under 3 minutes, and shall be devoid of any personal attacks. Members of the public are expected to maintain a professional, courteous decorum during public comments. Board members do not respond during public comments because we can only respond to items that are on the agenda. My first speaker would be Victoria Parkinson.
Hi, good evening. Let me know, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
My name is Victoria Parkinson, and as you know, I've been the Director of Special Education since June of 2017. I'm appearing before this board because I'm operating under the assumption that you know nothing about how I've been treated. Because knowing the mission and the belief statements of this board, which are posted in this very room, you would not stand by and let this happen. In August of this year, I was advocating for a foster student who also had a disability. The student had only been in our district 20 days or so. The student was a challenge, as some students who have experienced significant trauma can be. But that doesn't matter, because as agents of the school board, it is our duty to uphold the board's mission and be united in our commitment to equity based on fairness, dignity, democracy, to foster student success. We are to honor students, no matter their ethnicity, language, physical and mental ability, gender, and family structure, and so forth. I was not doing anything special. I was only doing the job you hired me to do. Yet, I was met with vicious resistance by other district employees who interacted with this student on a day-to-day basis. I was told, this student doesn't belong at this school. Another educator described the student as an intentional non-learner and waste of space. Knowing this kind of resistance could be troublesome for the district, I asked our special ed attorney to research California case law so that I could understand the level of liability the district could face if a complaint was filed. I reported up the chain of command, and to my horror, I was told, drop it. 2 or 3 days later, my mother was placed on in-home hospice. I requested a leave of absence so that I could remain with her during her remaining days on this earth. When I returned to work, and for the first time in my 34-year career, I started to get disciplined. I received a conference summary. I was moved out of the district administrative center and placed on a school campus. I was given a scathing write-up which painted a picture of me as a defiant, aggressive, underperforming administrator that is now in my personnel file. I have now been reassigned to a teaching position with a significant pay cut. I've been asking myself for months, how, after 34 years in public education, did I become a bad administrator in the 6 weeks I was on leave, taking care of my dying mother and grieving for her loss? You may want to ask yourself the same question I did. My answer, I did not. I think we can all agree that this is a bad look. I think we can also agree this is just wrong. We may even agree that this is illegal. So now you know. I only want you to ask yourselves,
Ms.
what are you
Parkinson,
going to do about
when I
it?
remaining you that you passed
Thank you.
6 minutes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next speaker is Christopher Chahowski.
Good evening, Board of Directors, Dr. Sweezy, and all of you other attendees. My name is Christopher Chahowski. I'm an artist and co-founder of The Elemental, an art space I co-founded in international collaboration with Catherine Dobler of Fondation Lacalade, that is part of the Institut de France, located in Paris. Thank you for the opportunity to speak in front of the board this evening. I'm here to extend an invitation to our recently opened art center, which happens to be only 5 minutes away, right here next to the airport, called The Elemental. Although we haven't been open for very long, we've had a very successful response to the international array of artists we've been exhibiting. We are currently showing the Gaia Hypothesis, a multimedia exhibition of 14 artists from 8 different countries. The exhibition was recently featured in various national, international publications. Something that has been at the core mission of our art center and something very personal to me is engaging with the next generation of art students. When I was growing up here in the Coachella Valley, I was fortunate enough to have an arts mentor guide me into a professional arts path. I'm here to propose a close collaboration with the school district because there are many different ways that we can inspire and involve district students in the arts with a strong focus on science and multimedia technologies. We know that there's a lot of talent in our district, but potentially there isn't enough outside consultation for young artists to pursue the next steps in their professional creativity. One of the goals at the Elemental, one of my personal goals, is to create programming for the art students, specifically more high school, more direct mentorships. We want them to become familiarized with what could be, well, what a successful artist looks like, and the various career possibilities of what those can look like in a thriving Coachella Valley microeconomy of arts. As mentioned, I had the fortune of meeting a few incredible mentors during my middle school and high school years. Their guidance allowed me to attend Cal Arts and continue to grow as an artist, and since have gone on to do museum exhibitions and residencies throughout the U.S. and internationally. I'm fortunate to be part of a community of successful artists working with music, film, design, painting, photography, fashion, know everybody. Not to mention the visual artists I've grown alliances with internationally. I'll be following up with an invitation to set up a visit for anyone wishing to see the Elemental and our current exhibition, and I hope to collaborate in the near future with the district. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so that's all on speaker cards I have. So we'll go to board member comments. Does anybody have anything they'd like to share this evening?
All right, so I'm really excited. There's been a district that was on vacation for 2 weeks, but the kids and the people and the administrators and the teachers were still just keeping on going like gangbusters. attending the APAC committee meeting and seeing the kids live from Washington, D.C. was like a highlight of my night and my experience these past 2 weeks. One of the girls said, you know, this is experience that everyone should be open to be able to participate in. And that's just the sad part, we can't take everyone. But good for all of our students who went to the East Coast, and for all of our Hispanic tourist students who learned about education up front. That was just amazing. I'm so happy they had the opportunity to do that. I heard a story about a student who, for the first time, heard kids screaming in an airplane because it was the first time they've ever been in an airplane. I heard a story about a student who met the president of a university, and the president said, you come back and I'll make sure we get you some scholarships in Texas. It gives me goosebumps to just hear these up-close stories and know how marvelous the opportunities were. The planning, the time, the work, all of the back filling and planning that went into that. I was a tour planner professionally for a company, and it takes a lot of time and detail. And thank you for keeping all of our kids safe and helping them make it home with joy and great stories to tell us. I'm also excited to see our farm to school program go out to our camp this last week. Kids with carrots and going out to the Aziz Farms. In fact, I can't vote on that item tonight because I know the owners of Aziz Farms. But the kids were so excited that week about cooking and music and wonderful opportunities they had. I have to be honest, the parents were more excited than the kids. They were telling me that was great for them too. Congratulations to Priscilla Marquez, our Cathedral City High School Edison School Scholarship recipient, and Quest Bridge Science leader. It's so exciting to see her stand out and get that recognition and that money for future college. And Palm Springs High School, bronze medal. Very proud of that team for Skills USA in film, and Nellie Kaufman as well. They were working in Skills USA, and they've been doing a lot to bring up their program on that side in the elementary school, or excuse me, in the middle school. We saw an amazing teacher, Ms. Pam Gonzalez from Rancho Mirage Elementary, and the Desert Sun being recognized as an amazing teacher. And just tonight, we were in a study session, and we learned that 31 of our high school students are going to receive a seal of civics engagement for excellence in civics education, participation, understanding of the U.S. Constitution, California Constitution, and democratic systems of government. So thank you to all of those students, the families, the teachers, the parents, everyone that helped our students lift them up and help them do and more for themselves and enjoy this past spring break and see themselves succeed. And that's it for me.
Thank you, Member Jarrell. Member Irvin?
Yeah, she covered everything.
No, talk about more.
There's not really much more that I really can say. I was just happy that also as well that both of our groups, the Hispanic, they were able to go on a Hispanic tour, and also the African American HBCU college tour. I was very excited. The kids were once again talking about their experiences with the college and how they can see themselves on campus, and just so excited to, just to talk about that experience. And I haven't been on the board that long, but you two young ladies, I'm really gonna miss you guys. Mm-hmm. I enjoy your energy, and I'm just so happy that you guys are here. Always remember that civil duties and things like that are very important. So when you guys go away, make sure that you come back to our district and get involved in some of our city politics or some of this type of an atmosphere. We really need you guys, and you guys have a great voice.
You've probably said everything, but I want to just add a few more things. I do want to thank our two board members, Mariah and Angelique, for their wonderful reports tonight, and to say happy birthday to Mariah. It's actually her birthday today. She's 18 years old. Also, I hope everyone had a restful spring break. We only have, I think, 37 days left. And so there's lots going on, all of the testing, all of the events that go on, the graduations, the awards assemblies. So I hope everyone has a really good end of the year. Also, the expanded learning opportunities, thank you very much for that. Yeah, they were wonderful, and I think a lot of kids, I think maybe there's a little report maybe on how many kids actually attended, but I think there was quite a few. And of course, the fabulous college tours. Thank you very much for that. It was fabulous. That's it.
Thanks. Thank you. First, thank you, student board members, Manjares and Young, for your service, in favor of the students and in favor of the school district. That will be remembered for forever. Thank you for that. And in March 29, I assist to the event in Desert Hot Spring, talking tour by Andres Chavez. He is the grandson of Cesar Chavez. First, I want to congratulate all of those involved in the organization and this great event with the county education system and also the Palm Springs Unified. And Andres Chavez shared history of the struggle and legacy of his grandfather, Cesar Chavez. One of those histories talked about Cesar Chavez, that he was able to unite Filipinos community and Hispanic farm workers, and with that they obtained better results in their fight to improve work conditions. That sent me the message that we had to be united, to work together in favor of the youth as generation. In March 30, I'm attending the principal for the day luncheon. This was the first time that I assisted, but I was very impressed with what kind of events is in the school district, because each principal have the option to invite, for my opinion, personalities about the region, police chief, police officer, mayors, city councils, business owner, and that is good to let them know what the school district do and to expose the children to have good conversation with them. One comment that one of those principals that they mentioned, he said that after 2 hours, he was really tired doing the job of principal, and he found that it's not easy. Also, in March 31st, I attended the Passport Around the World honoring Ellen Goodman, and I want to congratulate Ellen, and also thanks her for the hard work that she do for the student at Palm Springs School District. In April 5th, I attended, not for the whole meeting, but the APAC, African American Parent Advisory Council. They was via Zoom from Washington, and I see how that trip transformed them, and that is good to. I thank the school district that made this possible, and we had to continue doing this, maybe increasing the amount of students. This morning, I have one last-minute meeting. I already have the short conversation with Dr. Sweezy about 3 deans that's coming from the Riverside, California University, and they come from the division as College of Natural and Agricultural Science. They have good contact with the Coachella Valley more by the east because they are the agricultural farm over there, also the Imperial County, but they say why we have to talk with the Palm Springs Unified too, because they asked me is what I think about it is good idea to involve the high school student with natural and agricultural science. And I said, yes, it's a good idea. I will pass the information to the other board members and the superintendent, because we are very, very related with agricultural issues. Like, for example, the gardener job that the many parents has is very close to that kind of job. And I hope that we can continue in contact with them. Thank you.
Thank you. I just kind of want to piggyback on what some of the people have said here. First of all, congratulations to Ellen Goodwin. Earned the Women of Wonder. She was recognized by that group. And also our own Karen Cornett, who was recognized by the Variety Club of the Desert. So congratulations, Karen. I too had attended to see Mr. Andreas Chavez talk, and what really stuck out to me is that auditorium was completely silent. He really had their attention. It was very, very well done. I also had a fun night. I got to attend a hockey game at the Firebirds with Palm Springs High School. It was a fundraiser they had, so that was very enjoyable. And also congratulations to Joan and our team for the Principal of the Day. It's a great event, there's no question about it. And to make those relationships and to drum up some advocacy from these people is really, really important for our school district. We all attended, I think, the APAC, last APAC meeting when the kids went to the Historical Black Colleges tour. And like I told the students, listening to them, I think as a board, we were extremely proud that they were representing us, that they were our ambassadors at those schools. And I hope they came away inspired and motivated to go on. Congratulations to Pamela Gomez, Rancho Mirage Elementary's teacher, for her Amazing Teacher Award. And I think that's it. Dr. Sweezy.
Thank you. So I know there's been some talk tonight about the values of the district, and I just want to say to our two board members, Mariah and Anjali, you definitely embody the values of this district. You're both so thoughtful and kind, so generous and creative and smart and funny, and we're super proud of you. So just don't worry, President Girardi. We're inviting all of our student board members back to our last meeting in May, where we will give you your graduation stole. So we'll get to see you one more time. And other than that, nothing else for me.
Thank you. So that takes us to item 14, board action items. First item is 14A, approval of the 2023 Certificated Summer School Teachers, OE4. May I get a motion to approve that?
I move.
Second.
Any questions or comments?
I am going to abstain, or I'm going to recuse myself. I know some of the applicants very well, friends.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So we had 4 ayes and 1 abstention. Item 14B, approval of revised 2023/2024 district calendar, OE 10.9. May I get a motion for that?
Move for approval.
We have a motion. How about a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That motion passes. 14C, approval of authorization to establish the Julius Corsini Elementary ASB bank account, OE6. How about a motion?
Move for approval.
We have a motion, second.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. 14D, approval, excuse me. 14D, approval to renew RFP number NS2202, Fresh Produce Products Farm to School for the 2023-2024 school year. That's OE 6.3. How about a motion for that?
Move for approval?
We have a motion. How about a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion or questions?
I was just wondering, we had contracts from 2 of the 3 farm providers, and then one had maybe a calendar of when things are grown rather than amounts being charged. I don't know if that was an error in the attachment for Uzzi's Farms. Maybe I didn't read that correctly. But I will abstain from this vote because I know them
Okay.
anyways.
All right. So hearing no other comments or questions, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The motion passes with 1 abstention. 14E, approval of income agreement IN 000206 between Palm Springs Unified School District and San Bernardino County Superintendent of Schools for the Medi-Cal administrative activities, OE 5.2. Would somebody like to make a motion on that one?
Move for approval?
And we have a motion. How about a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That motion passes. 14F, approval of monitoring report governing policy OE6, financial administration. Could we get a motion on that, please?
I move for approval.
We have a motion, thank you. We need a second.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any comments or questions? Nope. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
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 That motion passes. 14G is approval of proclamation of National School Nurse Day, May 10th, 2023, OE11. And before we vote on that, Mariah Young is going to read the proclamation for us. Was it Mariah? Okay.
Whereas students are the future, and by investing in them today, we are ensuring our world for tomorrow. And whereas families deserve to feel confident that their children will be cared for when they are at school. And whereas all students have a right to have their physical and mental health needs safely met while they are in a school setting. And whereas students today face more complex and life-threatening health problems requiring care in school. And whereas school nurses have served a critical role in improving public health and in ensuring students' academic success for more than 120 years. And whereas school nurses address the home and community factors, example, social determinants, the impacts that impact students' health, and whereas school nurses are professional nurses that advance the well-being, academic success, and lifelong achievements of all students by serving on the front lines and providing a critical safety net for our nation's most fragile children. And whereas school nurses act as a liaison to the school community, families, and healthcare providers on behalf of children's health by promoting wellness and improving health outcomes for our nation's children. And whereas school nurses support the health and educational success of children and youth by providing access to care when children's cognitive development is at its peak. And whereas school nurses are members of school-based teams, example, school health services, 504 IEEP, disaster, emergency, and planning, providing care coordinates to address the school population. And whereas school nurses understand the link between health and learning and are in a position to make a positive difference for children every day. Therefore, be it resolved that the National Association of School Nurses celebrates and acknowledges the accomplishments of school nurses everywhere and their efforts to meet the needs of today's students by providing and advocating for quality student-centered care, and offers gratitude for the nation's school nurses who contribute to our local communities by supporting students to stay healthy, in school, safe, and ready to learn, and keeping parents and guardians at work not just on this National School Nurse Day, but in every opportunity throughout the year. Now, therefore, be it resolved that on April 18th, 2023, the governing board of the Palm Springs United School District proclaims May 10th, 2023 as National School Nurse Day and recognizes its staff and students to celebrate the important contributions of this vital profession, passed and adopted by the governing board of the Palm Springs Unified School District this April of 18th, 2023.
Very well done, Mariah. Nice job.
Thank you.
A lot of whereases there. All right, can we get a motion to approve item 14G, please? How about a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
That motion passes. 14H, adoption of resolution number 2022/2023-43, approval to increase federal micro purchase threshold, OE 6.3. Can we get a motion to approve that?
I move.
We have a motion. How about a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. 14I, adoption of resolution number 2022/2023-44, proclaiming May 10th, 2023 as Day of the Teacher and designating the week of May 7th through the 13th, 2023 as Week of the Teacher, OE 4.9. How about a motion for that one?
Move for approval?
We have a motion. Do we have a second? And a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you. 14J, adoption of resolution number 2022/2023-45, designating May 1st through the 27th, 2023, Classified School Employee Week, OE 4.9. Would somebody like to make a motion on that one?
I move.
We have a motion. Thank you. How about a second?
Second?
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. 14K, adoption of resolution number 2022/23-46, approval to encumber funds for fiscal year 2023/2024, OE 6.7. Somebody make a motion? We have a motion. Will somebody second that motion?
Second.
Any discussion or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That motion passes. 14L, adoption of resolution number 2022/2023-47, approval of the use of elementary pupil grant eligibility for the construction of classrooms at Desert Hot Springs High School and proposed housing plan, OE 12.11. Would somebody make a motion? We have a motion. How about a second?
Second, could we have just a little bit of explanation for this? It was confusing. I kept reading it over and over again.
Sure. With Board of Education authority and as per CDE guidelines, the way we're funded for construction projects, some construction projects is based on an enrollment. And we were funded at a certain enrollment for elementary. And because of the difference in how we're funded, or actually how we house students at elementary compared to secondary, we actually had leftover funding for elementary that we could transfer per board approval and CDE authorization to pay for secondary classroom space. And so this helps offset the cost of adding those 4 portable classrooms that we added to Desert Hot Springs High School a few years ago.
Okay, that makes sense. Thanks.
Anybody else? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That motion passes. 14M, approval of compromise and release agreement number 22/23-07 between parents and district dated April 7th, 2023. Can we get a motion for that, please?
Move for approval.
We have a motion. So somebody like to second that motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
That motion passes. Item 15 is the superintendent's consent items, where we will make a motion and second and approve items 15A through 15I in one motion, unless somebody would like an item pulled for a specific discussion. Okay? Can we get a motion to approve item 15?
Move for approval.
How about a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That motion passes. Thank you. Item 16 is a board consent item. 16A is approval of the meeting minutes on March 28th, 2023. Can we get a motion to approve that, please?
Move for approval.
We have a motion. How about a second? And a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item 17 are informational items. 17A is first reading of revisions to Administrative Regulation 3511, Energy and Water Management, OE 8.1. 17B, first reading of revisions to Administrative Regulation 3250, Transportation Fees, OE 8.1. 17C, first reading of revisions to Board Policy 3250, Transportation Fees, OE 8.1. 17D, first reading of revisions to Board Policy 3540, Transportation, OE 8.1. And 17E is Williams Case Report of Complaints, OE 4.12, OE 10.10, and OE 12. The board has received and reviewed all that information. 18 is suggestions for future agendas. Anybody have anything they want to suggest this evening? Angeline?
Us coming back.
Okay, well, let me put that down.
Just really quick, we had some items that we've asked for the last couple board meetings. When are we going to see those?
Usually we track those in the Friday, so if there's something in particular that's missing, just let me know, and I'll make sure we get that. Because I feel like we've tracked most of what we remember, but so just let me know. You can shoot me an email and let me know.
Okay.
All right. Setting of the next board meeting. Our next regular board meeting will be held on May 9th, 2023 at 6 p.m. Item 20 is to debrief. Anything you want to debrief on?
I'll
Yes.
just quickly say thank you for scheduling this board meeting. Many of us had commitments on the regular scheduled date. For all of us to still be here in person, it's really great. As a district, we don't cancel, we just move it to a different doable time and place. So thank you to the board and all of administration for making that change happen.
Okay, well, I want to thank our, go ahead, Mara.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to thank every single one of you guys for the opportunity to let students come and be a part of this amazing school district. You know, we see it every day, and we just thank you so much for the opportunity to have a big word in what goes on. And I just want to acknowledge how much effort and time and dedication goes into, you know, creating such a great school district. And from the beginning, where we had our school trip, or not our school trip, our trip to the California board associations. Yeah, that was amazing. It was an amazing bonding experience. We got to know one another much better and really connect our student board and our district a lot better. And we all thank you so much for the opportunity. It was amazing. So thank you.
Thank you. I could say you guys, it was our pleasure to work with you this year. We really, truly enjoyed it. And we wish you all the most success you can achieve, that you want to achieve. I hope you attain it. So, good luck. Go ahead.
And I just want to say thank you guys again. Just kind of reiterating what she said. It's kind of like special to be one of the 5 students out of the whole district to be up here, talk to you guys, have a personal one-on-one connection. It's something, you know, that doesn't come by every day. It's a great opportunity for us. You guys definitely created some learning paths, and thank you to Monica and Erica. You know, we appreciate you guys. And then, honestly, the time as a board member or a student board representative was great. It was amazing. I loved it. Couldn't recommend it more. I wish everyone can have this opportunity.
Right.
But thank
Yeah,
you.
That's awesome. Thank you very much. Great to hear. All right, item 21. Can I get a motion to adjourn, please?
I move.
How about a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you all very much.